We want to dramatically increase preventative services.
In a legislative committee or in person, DHS Commissioner Candice Brose says we have to be honest about the problem.
I think that it is a pretty big shock to people when they hear it point blank, which really is an approach I'm trying to use because I think people need to know point blank.
Point blank, or put bluntly, parents are abandoning their children because our behavioral health care system either denies access or kicks kids out. It has been the focus of our year-long series, Keeping.
When members of the public see the stories that you do and understand the problems, that kind of awareness really brings a lot of compassion and empathy to families who otherwise feel like they're isolated.
And hopefully brings change. Because point blank, every day Georgia is using hotels to house more than 30 teens, many of them abandoned.
They move through every foster family that could take them. They exhaust every group home that could take them.
Brose started to pay treatment programs higher rates so they could increase staff and get teens out of hotels and into therapy. Now the Department of Community Health wants $11 million more for therapeutic foster care, so families never get to that point.
There have been cases where those children have been in hotels for months, which I think is just unconscionable.
Brose suspects many of the children in the system have undiagnosed autism. She has asked for about $500,000 to find out. She's also asked for $1.5 million to create community action teams that include a nurse, behavior aid therapist, and social worker to go to a child's house, especially in rural areas.
That is going to alleviate a massive burden for a family in need. They don't have to coordinate transportation. They don't have to miss work. And that's always better than bringing a child into foster care.
I make no apologies for it being a big deal.
That's chump change to the $29 million price tag being debated on House Speaker David Ralston's mental health reform package.
You know, you always have a little bit of naysaying from different people, but I tell them, look, you know, we can nitpick this issue for years to come and we'll be right where we are. It's time we move forward.
The speaker also wants $500,000 to train officers to de-escalate a mental health crisis, helping children avoid arrest.
It feels to me that finally the right amount of people and the right people given their positions are willing to all talk about this at one time and acknowledge that there are shortcomings to the system.